Can I begin with that? We go
Sure.
back to varsity blues.
It's so nice to see
It's
you.
so good to see you again.
You look
too.
great.
Wonderful job you did in this.
Thank
film.
you.
I really do. This is you return. Claire returns.
Yes.
She comes back in Resident Evil Afterlife.
Mm-hmm.
It had to make you happy as an actress, and I'm sure that the audience. I was happy to see her come back too.
Thank
Yeah.
you. It was a great compliment that they decided to bring me back because Mila and Paul are, such a great collaborative team in this Resident Evil franchise. And the fact that they, people embraced Claire Redfield in the last movie. And I think hopefully that they liked working with me. That's why I got the call to come back again. Because
And working with Mila has to be a joy too. I just
absolutely.
talked to her. What a great
It's spunky and it's just a fun spirit, and we both come from the same camp that we love what we do. You're not going to hear us coming to work and complaining because of the long hours or it's cold or whatever. We both love coming in. We love the stunt training, the weapons training, and we both love a glass of champagne at the end of the
It
day.
comes across on the screen. You have a passion with that.
Great.
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Your characters meet again in Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
Only you have a problem.
Claire has lost some of her memory.
Yeah.
And when Paul was explaining this to me as he was writing it, one of the things that he wanted to do was, I think, show a little bit of a more vulnerable side of Claire. And it's like she's kind of the human aspect in this movie. Like if you're an audience goer, you can imagine if you were in her position if something happened. And, they bring in also this family dynamic. So she doesn't know who she can trust. And one of the things when you see her start to seize her power again and remember what has happened to her, you see her get her fight and her fury back. So it's kind of fun to watch that arc happen.
That change, yeah.
Yes.
And even at the beginning, when you're both in the airplane, Alice doesn't trust her
Right.
quite yet.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Comment, I know that you use green screen and effects and everything, but a couple of the scenes that just blew me away. Landing that airplane on the roof. When you saw that had to...
It's incredible. So much of this movie was shot, with special effects. And, when you see, the zombies, we maybe have like 2 or 3 of them, and then we have just like dots everywhere. So you have to imagine what these things would look like.
Yeah.
And it really, makes you revert back to your childhood to really use that imagination because it has to match what they're going to create. Mm-hmm. So, you just, with this movie, I just had to fully put my trust in Paul, and say, because I didn't know we shoot out of order, and he has created this whole movie in his head.
The fight scene with that giant?
Yes, my Axeman sequence.
Your Axeman sequence.
I'm so excited for that. I got one good action sequence. We shot it for 3 days, and it was like, the water's coming down and sliding on the floor, and I'd missed the gun, and I couldn't see because the water, but it was so great because I was excited to get a chance for her to really show her stuff. It's fun.
So much going on in the film, and as we just mentioned, the effects and everything, but yet I like the group that you go on this rescue mission together.
Yes.
And it becomes a little more character driven.
Sure.
It's just effects
and funny, it's like there's some comic relief in there, which is so great. And, that's part of it. I mean, when you met Claire in the last movie, you could see that she was kind of like a natural leader. And to see her again, like, she tries to rally everyone towards the end and keep them together. And, it's important for her to be able to take care of, Kmart and these other survivors. Her goal is to make sure that they can find the other survivors.
Ollie, I'm out of time.
Okay.
But time with you just flies by.
Oh, you're
and it
sweetheart.
will too for you when you see Resident Evil Afterlife. It's exciting, stunts, wonderful makeup. It's a winner. Go see it.
Oh, thank
Ollie,
you so
thank
much.
you so much.
Thank you.